So URBiNAT has been developing activities with citizens, local associations, municipalities, targeting also children and youth. We framed activities that are adjusted to their interests. So for us, having children and youth participating, it's an issue of their right to participate. We see them as citizens today and not only of the future. So what we want to advance is raising awareness on how children and youth need to participate without being held back by the expectations of adults, because you already have many children and youth who are already activists, who are already concerned about climate change and fighting for sustainable policies. And so we need to support these initiatives, and for us, they need to be at the center of the process.
Okay, I may just complement with, let's say, an example. When we are talking about the next generation and climate change, there's lots of weight in the shoulders of the youngsters, because they feel they're receiving a very bad heritage, and the wheel of changing is not so big. If you address that weight just by theoretical models and just by statements and activisms that the world will end, it only make empower of that bad feeling. So what we are doing is, by going to the schools, by doing these dynamics which are playfulness, enjoyable, which they are hands-on. So they do the things we don't do for them. They are participating in co-designing and co-creating, implementing nature-based solutions in their schools or in their communities. They will see that the change is a playfulness change. They can do something and feel achievement. And that takes the weight from the shoulders that the world is ending, if I make myself clear.
So URBiNAT is bringing a catalog of nature-based solutions, and what we want to do is to co-create more nature-based solutions with citizens. And the nature-based solutions that we have in our catalog, they are of 4 types. They are technological, they are territorial, so it's more based on infrastructures. We have also participatory nature-based solutions and social and solidarity nature-based solutions. So these are more services, what we want, having these different dimensions, we bring more material, immaterial dimensions, is to see that the material nature-based solutions, they can only contribute to urban regeneration if you also have this immaterial dimension. So participation and solidarity, social and solidarity economy are also part of our definition of nature-based solutions.
I may just contribute with a small sentence. Why are nature-based solutions different from engineering and technological solutions? Because they are human-based. Technology without humanization of technology is no use because there's no understanding. It's not also easiness of use. And what we are doing is that nature-based solutions, they can be technological, but they are ignited by human-based approach.
So URBiNAT has developed participatory processes that are solutions by themselves. So we will have nature-based solutions which will be constructed, of course, that will be in the public space as infrastructures, but at the same time, the participatory nature-based solutions, social and solidarity economy solutions are already being implemented. So they are there before the construction. And for us, that's a success to have these solutions existing already and being already managed even by the citizens who were engaged in the participatory process.
Just complementing why it's so important that let's say the more immaterial NBSs are already being implemented before the infrastructure. is that one of the issues of this project is the ownership, is when citizens feel that the end results are theirs and that they need to manage them and they have to be supportive of the future usage. And I think by starting NBSs before waiting for the infrastructure, there's already a measure that says these citizens are engaged of the ownership of the development of this space and future use of the space. That's just a small indicator, is not small as that, but since we have an observatory, everything has been measured, but more important than the normal quantitative measures is the qualitative measures that are being done with citizens. And then in the end, we want to show that they are engaged with the space and the future use and ownership of the space. That's more important than any other indicator, in our point of view.
So we see sustainability as a holistic process. We see it taking into consideration all the dimensions of the life in the city, and for that, what we want to give this message of the importance of co-creating public spaces with the citizens, and also of an approach, a multi-stakeholder approach, engaging researchers, engaging practitioners, the municipalities, and all the stakeholders in the territories, be they associations or even companies.
Okay, I may compliment. I think the message in the point of view will be wake up. And will be the future is not in a app. There is not a Google solution for your future. You have to do it yourselves. Because we're talking about co-creation, we're talking about participation, but engagement is very hard. Citizens are not yet awake as they should be for activism, for working their own future. And of course, if they are not for anything, they are not also for sustainability and for climate change and everything that's coming in front of them. So I think there's a need of the citizens to wake up and engage in these processes to design their own future and create their own future and a more sustainable future, because nobody will do it for them.